Really? Sorry, buddy. What are you doing? You all done? Oh, yeah.
With a great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
I've got an idea.
Make it a Bud Light.
Labor ready. Dependable temporary labor.
Select road. Validating tires.
With BF Goodrich tires, it's any road you choose. BF Goodrich tires take control.
For shiny wheels that keep you looking.
Yeah.
A to Z wheel cleaner from Eagle One.
Plashenko, Weiss, Yagudin, Gable. The World Figure Skating Championships from Nice, France continue tomorrow at 1/3 Pacific on ABC.
You've got to have the secret for surviving breakups, right?
I like to pretend she's dead. Well, that way she didn't leave me, she left everyone. You know, sometimes after a while, I forget she didn't really die. Then if I ever run into her, well, I'm quite pleasantly surprised.
Kira Sedgwick comes to ABC in the new comedy Talk to Me, premiering Tuesday, April 11th on ABC.
The future of hockey is here, so check it out. Next Sunday, it's Red Wings Avalanche, Coyote Stars, or Kings Mighty Ducks, the NHL on ABC.
Welcome back to the Staples Center here in Los Angeles, where the Mighty Ducks have a 1-0 lead over the Kings after one. Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Levy, Darren Pang, the NHL on ABC. Credit the Kings game staff people here. At the end of the first period, they didn't have to announce the shots on goal, but they did. LA 0.
Nothing. Now, there was some physical contact here. Vishnevsky had a couple of big hits for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks behind that. You know, Galley trying to corral Paul Correa there, taking him from behind, but he had no offense whatsoever from the Los Angeles Kings. A very disappointing opening 20 minutes.
We'll see what the second period has in store. In a pivotal game for both of these clubs, Anaheim will take a 1-0 lead into period number 2.
This has been the Dodge Intermission Report, brought to you by Dodge, the official vehicles of the NHL. Dodge, different. The NHL on ABC will return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Total control batting lets you lock onto a pitch and put it where it's needed most. Only in MLB 2001. Rated E for everyone.
PlayStation.
Until now, there has been a wall between you and the tools of serious trading. That wall is coming down. The information and technology professionals use to trade is now available to everyone. Daytech Online. The rules are changing.
You'll be happy to know I'm looking into getting some eggs frozen.
Wonderful. I can tell everyone I'm having a grandsicle. You're too nice.
To get the bad boy,
I will pay you $1,000 if you'll have dinner with me.
Jennifer Aniston's got to use the nice guy, Kevin Bacon, Jay Moore, in Picture Perfect, Monday at 8/7 Central on ABC. everything.
Everything.
This Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., 10 hours only.
It's the Bedroom Superstore's two-day everything sale.
Everything store-wide is drastically marked down.
Every bed.
Every bedroom set.
Every mattress.
Every waterbed.
All kids' bedrooms.
Everything is on sale.
And this week, pay no interest and make no payments till 2001.
Plus, with every bedroom set, the mattress is free.
2 days only.
Only at the Bedroom Superstore.
They're the best-selling minivans in the world. The most innovative ever. The most imitated. The most trusted. The most versatile. Dodge Caravan. It's not only the yardstick, it's the ruler. See the friendly Northwest Dodge dealer near you.
The second period begins with a power play for another 20 seconds for the Los Angeles Kings. And we're still looking for their first shot on goal. The first period was the second time in Kings history that they've gone an entire period without a shot on goal.
Maybe now they've got some fresh ice here. They can move it around and get a good quality chance to start the second.
Gary Galley's shot. Tipped just wide of the net. And that'll do it for the penalty. Vishnevsky's out of the box. He's at center. He's bumped by Stumbles. He shoots it even on goal.
Yeah, they're even the little battles for the loose pucks. I mean, definitely the team with the most at stake here is Anaheim, and they're the team that's playing harder.
Earlier, Darrell Ray caught up with the coach of the Kings, Andy Murray.
Andy, that first period you get outshot 11-0. Was it a technical thing or an effort thing?
I think fortunately for us, they don't give 2 points for being outshot in the first period. The Ducks played a very solid game. They focused all week on this one hockey game. They've had 5 days off. I thought they did a great job on us in the neutral zone. We have to be a lot better about getting pucks deep, getting some pressure in the offensive zone. They played a solid first period, but we need to be better in the last 40.
Thanks. Good luck rest of the way.
Thank you.
Great line by the coach. Fortunately, they don't give 2 points for being outshot in the first period. And the Kings are unfortunate about that. Again, the Kings with a win or a tie would clinch a playoff spot. Anaheim, as the puck is put into the Anaheim bench, comes in 3 points out of the last playoff spot in the West.
Kelly Buchberger was acquired at the deadline from the Thrashers. And he was a big part of their last game. It was a 1-1 tie against the San Jose Sharks for the Los Angeles Kings. And I like what Andy Murray said in that comment after the game. He said, I had 19 Kelly Buchbergers in my lineup for that hard-fought 1-1 tie against San Jose. Talked to Davey Taylor, their GM, before the game and asked him if it was one of the hardest-hitting games he'd seen this year from his club. He said, there's no doubt about it. I mean, everyone was raving about how hard-fought that game was between San Jose and Los Angeles. And Buchberger really led the charge, and he scored the only goal for the Los Angeles Kings.
I thought Buchberger was one of the 2 biggest single pickups by any team at the trading deadline in terms of role, key part players. I thought Bob Bubner going to Pittsburgh also in terms of style and health of that club. They had a tough loss today on ABC at home against their arch rivals, the Flyers. Here's Rob Blake. Back behind the net off the face-off, the draw won by Los Angeles. 1-0 the Mighty Ducks. Teemu Selanne, the lone goal that first period. Here is Selanne. Nordstrom got a piece, but not enough. Comes back to the point. Ducks look to set it up. Tip towards the front of the net and tip wide as Haviland has the shot. On the far side is pushed just out the center, and Haviland will come over to protect for his defensive partner. But it's right on the stick for Rob Blake. Blake will shoot in and go for a change. Haviland on Chartrand, leave there, centering speed. They had their signals crossed again, LA did. And Kalani's able to get it ahead of the center. And he'll go off for a change. Shot back in. Here's Robitaille now, trying to make the move. Can't do it. Ockenberg towards the front of the net. It's knocked down. Out of center. Here's Paul Correa. Correa tried to pick the spot and missed on the far side. Marty McKinnis picks up the loose puck. And now Correa will look for a change. Good rush there by the captain of the Ducks. That shot is wide of the net. Hebert behind the net, nearly misplayed it. but he was fortunate the Ducks were able to get to it. Here's Kevin Haller leading the rush. Haller, he spun off the play. Ladislav Kohn picks it up. He's checked by Robitaille. And the Kings get to it. Smolinski, wrong pass. This will be icing. The Ducks get to it first, and they do.
Boy, LA's just way out of sync. They can't make two successive passes. And at the other end of it, for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, they continue to make plays happen. Here's McGinnis has the puck, and it hits the skate of the forward Jason Blake. Great to Paul Correa. Correa trying to go to the far side. And I love the way Stephane Bissé came out to challenge him here. Big wind-up, enough time for the goaltender to get in position. It just missed, though. I mean, Paul Correa is going to say, I just missed that. The goaltender didn't do anything there. And in LA's last game against San Jose, Vincent Danfus had a breakaway final seconds of that hockey game, tried to go high over the glove side of the wall and just missed in a similar situation.
Here's Antti Aalto taking the brunt of that stick work. Ruslan Saleh will force it in deeper. And it's pushed out to center. Saleh has it. There for Aalto. Leclerc able to shoot in, and Bissé will leave it there for Gary Gallagher. Regardless of what happens the rest of the way, should the Kings win this hockey game, they'll have Bissé to thank. Talk about weathering the storm. The Kings are the home team.
It shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way at all. Right? Again, I go back to it, but it looks like LA was the team that had a week off, really.
2-on-2 to the corner. Bilesma in there, trying to poke it free in the Los Angeles end. Perrier in there, too. Good hard battle there along the wall, and it's just tipped out to center. Ian LePerriere trying to chase down Ruslan Saleh. And Mike Leclerc off for O'Donnell. He's thumped into the boards by Matt Cullen, and we get a whistle. Once again, here's Darrell Ray.
Steve here with the chairman and CEO of Disney and the Mighty Ducks, Michael Eisner, and obviously your allegiance isn't in question here this afternoon, I wouldn't think?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, good first period for the Ducks. They outshoot them 11-0. Everyone's excited about the NHL back on ABC. What do you want out of it?
I just think it's a great game. Between ABC and ESPN, we have the whole hockey season, and we're working on technologies to make it even better, and hopefully the Ducks will do well today.
Cheering all the way. Back up to you guys. Thanks for your time.
Okay, nice to see you.
All right, Razor, thanks. Notice Darrell choosing his words very carefully there, I thought, most questions. Mr. Eisner sporting the ESPN lid.
One thing about Michael Eisner, he's a very competitive person, and you have to be competitive by nature when you're dealing with the rise and fall of stocks and dealing with the hard, harsh reality of making everybody happy. And, right now, we've got a situation where there's no one happy right now. There's been a timeout called by Los Angeles. This is a coaching move that is a good one by Andy Murray. And you can see Andy Murray, as Craig Hartsburg just kind of settles things down. He's not even saying anything, but here's urgency here. This is a coach that's saying, what is going on with you guys? You know, we've worked hard all year long to get to this place. We're 3 points ahead of Phoenix, and we're not doing anything out here. And you can see it in his eyes, the frustration and the desperation and the look in his eyes, pleading with them to get this thing going.
Andy Murray's most recent job of becoming an NHL head coach was a head coach at a prep school in Minnesota last year. That went 79-2 and won the midget AAA U.S. National Championship. So from prep high school to a head coaching gig in the NHL. That's not to say he didn't pay his dues, because prior to that, he spent some 7 seasons as an NHL assistant at 3 different clubs. And the crowd roars! Some are standing here. A shot on goal by the Kings. Mark that down. Now 3:45 into period number 2. LA has a shot on goal. Although they have yet to register it up on the big board. At center now. Back in across the line. Towards the front of the net, and Cullen couldn't get to it before Bissé. At center ice now. And the crowd's getting something like another shot. Guy Bear would have to stop. Again, they have yet to put on the big board that shot on goal.
It's from the other side of center ice, but still, it was a shot on goal. If there's no one there in the net, it would go in the net.
And that is the ruling.
So then Blake trying to get a long shot, and that's, here we go.
Murray in close to a one-shot score! It's Kelly Buchberger! And on the Kings' second shot on goal, they tied the game at 1.
pretty good behind that bench. Calling that timeout becomes a key part of this hockey game. But what a play by Murray. It looks like he was going to shoot the whole time. I thought he was going to let her rip. Murray's got an excellent snapshot. But on the left side of the screen, Kelly Bookberger comes firing in here unmolested and is able to tap it in on a little one-time play. Bookberger getting speed, making sure he's onside, stick on the ice. Oh, that's just picture perfect. But as Bookberger will tell you, it's the play by Murray that makes it happen. Just a great play by Murray, and Bucky's got his 7th goal of the year.
Kelly Bookberger has tied up this game, and as part of the goaltending association, do you feel for Guy-Bear just a bit?
Well, now he's got to get himself back in a rhythm. You're right. He's feeling, here we go, you know, and that happens a lot. Don't forget, their last game against Phoenix, right off the hop, Phoenix scored on their first shot. So the whole bench of Anaheim were like, whoa, what's happening here? But they rallied back, so it's not like they're not used to situations like this. But I know for Guy-Bear, he's probably anxious right now to feel something.
Correa is rubbed out by Bookberger now. As play is at center, this seems to have lifted certainly the crowd a little bit. Whistle for the offside. And has lifted up the Los Angeles Kings. Kelly Bookberger, 3-time Stanley Cup winner with the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, and Kelly Bookberger made his presence felt in the recent game at Atlanta. He made a speech before the game, and he talked about how the Atlanta Thrashers were not going to quit. They were going to battle. He just adds that grit and intensity. And talking to Rob Blake before the game, and you can't have enough. Kelly Bookberger's in the locker room. He says, you can feel that he's won by some of the things he says before the game.
Bookberger, his 7th from Murray and Rob Blake at 4:29, and we're in a 1-1 hockey game. Shots on goal matter very little all of a sudden now in this 1-1 tie. Anaheim gets to it. We'll see how the Ducks counter. But you're right. Looks like a brilliant coaching move right now, that timeout. At rather an odd time in the game.
Early enough, though, that he was sensing that if he didn't fix the ship here, they were going nowhere quick. They just couldn't grab their attention. And after 20 minutes of play, and then 22 minutes of play, and 23 minutes of play, he's feeling like there's no other option here to grab their attention and to almost like grab them by the throat and saying, let's go, fellas.
So now Bookberger has goals in consecutive games. Here's another chance. Oh, and Blake couldn't get the shot off, but the follow shot did score through. And Hebert had it ready. Vladislav Cohen is flattened at center by Robitaille. He looks a little edgy this afternoon, playing a physical game here in Los Angeles. Rolls in on Mercier. He'll leave it there. Galley unable to handle it, but gets it ahead of Smolinski. And here's Sean O'Donnell. Soleil lost his edge. LA unable to take advantage, at least for now.
He tripped on that stick that was lying loose. He didn't know that. He's skating backwards and steps right on the shaft of the stick.
Galley with Cohen right on him. And that leads to this turnover. Here's Marty McInnes now. McInnes has missed 20 of the last 27 games, and he's back in the lineup here. Dumped down off a skate, and Fisay's got it, and there's no rebound. Tied at 1 in LA.
Fred is great. He always wants to play. Just look at him go. He's got so much energy, but he sure can work up quite a thirst. That's why I give him Budweiser. It's made with only the choicest hops and barley, and it's got a clean, crisp taste that he loves. I wouldn't give him anything less.
Uniroyal tires with nail guard seal most tread punctures instantly, permanently, and repeatedly. Nail guard tires, only from Uniroyal.
For a shine you can't stop looking at.
Nice.
Wet Tire Shine from Eagle One.
Golf socks, $14. Golf shoes, $105. Designer golf slacks, $80. Entertaining your clients, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Accepted for golf outings most everywhere.
The NHL on ABC, brought to you by Budweiser, the beer with the fresh, clean taste that's never filling.
Back in Los Angeles, where officially the Kings have been just awarded one shot on goal, and that was the goal they scored on. That's going to kill a Bears save percentage.
Yeah, that always hurts. Always hurts.
The Ducks and Kings are tied at 1. Anaheim, by the way, sets a new club record by not allowing a shot on goal in the first period. The Kings, by not having one, just tied the club record.
And they were great over the last 40 minutes against Phoenix, too. They didn't give them a sniff. Not a sniff.
Sent down the length of the ice. Vishnevsky in a race for the puck, and a touch for icing. Back to our ABC studios, John Saunders.
Steve here on the Dodge update. Important matchup between Toronto and Washington. Washington just a couple back of New Jersey. Toronto a few back of that. Steve Thomas just throws it at the net. Kolzig never saw it, I guess. 1-0, Leafs with the lead. Steve and Derek.
All right, John, thanks very much. And the Caps have been so good on home ice. They lose at home the other night to the Pens, and now trailing Toronto.
Rob Blake had an assist on the last play. As we see here, here's where Kelly Buchberger is. He's on the left side. Seems like he's not even part of the picture. Murray's going to get the puck here at center ice. And Murray looks like he's going to snap it and then rolls it over. It looked like it was Teemu Solani that kind of peeled the wrong way at the blue line, and that allowed Kelly Buchberger to go in unmolested on the left side.
At center ice, here come the Kings back. All of a sudden, it seems they have a new life, Darren, after the goal.
Well, track it right down to that, right down to the head coach making the timeout situation. Now they have to sustain that. And for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, Steve, they have to do what they did so well in that first period. Quickness on the forecheck, not allow LA to get out of their zone.
Here's Murray trying to set up the one-timer to stumble, couldn't get it through. Murray will swing it in deeper. This almost looks like an LA power play, but it's not. It's 5-on-5. Bird, good play to keep in. He took the hit. He paid the price. And the centering feed is broken up. And Yaroslav Modry the other way for Los Angeles. Modry back on it, trying to get away from the linesman there. And with all sorts of time and space, gets it across. Glenn Murray will knock it down into midair. The puck hops on him. Alto trying to head man. Here's Ted Donato. Donato spun around. And to say half of them wound up in the net. And as always, you wait for the indication. No penalty shot in case that's what you're thinking about. We get the signal for hooking.
Oh, and it's close. It's very, very close.
We got Mr. Modry here. He's got 2 minutes for hooking.
Dan O'Halloran makes the call. 2 minutes for hooking. Donato in there with lots of speed, and he's in all alone here. I mean, he's clear. Now, is he from the side or straight ahead? It looked to me like he was clear right from straight ahead, and I'm sure Craig Hartsburg just would like to just ask the official if there was any chance that he thought about giving him a penalty shot, because he's in all alone there. And I think he's got a very legitimate beef. A very legitimate beef. Say pays the price on that one, doesn't he? Just gets smoked into the net. Modry was added to the lineup because of his mobility, his quickness, and against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks with their quick pursuit and with so many quick players that they have, you need that mobility and quick one-touch passing.
Modry the hook at 8:07, power play. Here's Tverdovsky at the point. He's knocked down, but they're able to keep inside the zone. Here's a chance now. Oh, in a lane. He broke his stick. Had a wide open lane and broke his stick.
Oh, boy. Oh, it was just him and the goaltender from the right side. He's wide open. And anybody that's followed the Anaheim Mighty Ducks know that their power play stems from the right-handed shot. Olsen on that right side, backdoor play. And he scored a key power play goal against the Phoenix Coyotes in that game, sneaking in from the back door. He's all alone. It's got to be sour your stick about that point.
At center, now it across the line. Here's Courier with speed, hits the brakes. Broken up momentarily. Here's Lucci now. They swing it around. And look to set it up with Solani. He's got the Anaheim goal. Down low, Ruchin. It went off of Nordstrom and on goal to the corner. Rob Blake is able to clear. This is the second power play of the game for the Mighty Ducks. Not managed a single shot in the first opportunity against us. February 1st, Anaheim has the best power play in the NHL. Something else to watch for the Mighty Ducks. We get a whistle. 46 seconds left in the man.
Anaheim scored 5 power play goals in the last 3 games against Los Angeles, and it could have been 6 here. Olesen just letting her rip right here, and he puts so much torque. He takes such a divot before hitting the puck, and many of the players will tell you that that's the key to the success in getting good hard wood on a slap shot. But with the divot that he takes, it actually breaks his stick, and he pushes it wide. Korea's going from the left to the right. He's just wide open. I mean, look at this. I mean, he is just sitting here in no man's land. It's wide open, prime scoring real estate.
I'm thinking about changing stick companies at this point.
Oh, man.
Face off now to the left of Stefan Fiset. In this kind of pivotal game, you don't want to say each play could mean the playoffs or not,
but it could.
But who's to say?
Absolutely. Every single battle that you're in.
Once again, update time. John Saunders in our ABC studios.
Steve, it's the Dodge update. Metro Pollock scored for Washington to tie it at 1. Then a penalty shot. Ulf Dahlen comes in. He's thinking high to the glove side. Cujo reads it all the way. Comes up with a great save. NHL record 40 penalty shots this year, but this one doesn't cash in.
John, thanks. We're thinking we might have had 41 here in this game a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it looks like young JD in the net taking away the high glove. Cujo giving it and taking it away.
Here's Soleil now trying to keep it in deep. He is bumped by Smolitz. He rolls around for the defenseman Haviland. Nicholas Haviland down deep. O'Donnell picks off the pass. Cute little play there by O'Donnell. It changes the direction. Nice play by Cohen to keep it towards the front of the net. Blocker to side by Fiset. Bouncing puck is loose. Still loose. Kings dangerously in front of their own net. Galley will try to clear, and he breaks his stake. Here's Cohen now. He was whacked at. Back behind the net. Ducks are set up well here. 5 seconds left on the power play. Back to the point. Haviland goes far side now. Down low. Oh, what a stop by Fiset. Rebound stop by Fiset. Kings get to it, no clear.
Oh, boy, what a great sequence of saves by Stefan Fiset. And all because his teammates couldn't clear the zone on the first attempt.
And Fiset will stop that one. Again, if the Kings do hang on to win this game, Stefan Fiset will be the story, at least in the first half of the game. He kept them in until Kelly Buchberger got them tied. We'll be right back.
I need my light.
What light?
The light I ordered on your website.
This isn't the website. This is the store site.
You mean I can't get my light?
Not at this site.
Same store, same lights.
Different system, different sites.
I came in here because I thought I might...
Find the same things that were on the website.
Doesn't that seem right?
Now, in hindsight, if the site was tied to the website, then it would be easy for us to give you your light. Excellent insight, Dwight.
Forget it.
Good night.
With 1-800-COLLECT, you save a buck or two. So why doesn't everyone use it? It's so simple. You use 1-800-COLLECT to make that call, right?
Oh, I forgot.
Forgot? You forgot. 1-800-COLLECT. Collect call is so simple.
Well, I've been up all night studying, man.
We're just studying all night. It's like the number is 1-800-COLLECT, okay? Write it down. It'll save you big bucks. Have you heard of paper?
Yeah.
1-800-COLLECT. Save a buck or two.
The new 250 horsepower Magnum V8 Durango RT. More quick thinking from Dodge. Dodge Durango. Different.
This game is 1-1. Could have easily been 2-1 Anaheim. Cullen plays it to the front of the net after the Los Angeles Kings continue to give it back to Anaheim time and time again. And because of that, some good puck work here by the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Quick one-time play. Second shot. Fiset makes another save. Getting down into the butterfly. Now there's going to be a face-off to his right.
Scoring chances all Anaheim, as you see, but it is a tie hockey game. Past the midway point of this game from Los Angeles. We're 1-1. At center, here's Rob Blake. Got some speed. Blake lets it go. Big shot, bigger rebound. Hebert able to make the stop. And the Kings have possession inside the Anaheim zone now. 2-on-2 in the corner, left of Hebert. Stumple can't get to it. Blake unable to keep in at the blue line. Might have got a call for an intentional offside as well, but I don't think they'll call it there. They'll leave the face-up just outside the Anaheim blue line. Few players in the National Hockey League are more explosive than that man, the captain of the Mighty Ducks, the mightiest Mighty Duck, Paul Kariya. His gifts were evident at the University of Maine, where he became the first freshman to ever win the Hobey Baker. He did it in '93 as the nation's top collegiate player. Since joining the NHL, he's dazzled opponents with his combination of speed and skill that is matched by a precious few league-wide, a combination he hopes to utilize when the playoffs open some 11 days from now. Kind of odd that Kariya was not involved in the first goal. That was Teemu Selanne and Steve Lucci. Usually when those two are involved, Kariya's there somewhere. Here are the Kings right back. A little pickpocket play. Nice back check by Jorgen Janssen of Anaheim. And Cone shoots in. Aki Berg is back behind the cage. Wrapped around the net there by Yaroslav Modry and all the way out. Steve Levy, Darren Pang, Darryl Ray, the NHL on ABC from the sold-out $375 million Staples Center. Turnaround shot in front. Robitaille wide of the net. What you could buy for $375 million? Stick up high on Cone, but he got clipped. And now he's trying to skate away. Vishnevsky's without a helmet as the physical game starts to pick up. And Tressé will play. He's trying to catch Anaheim on a change. Here's LaFerriere. It's shot in. Bilesma puts a stick into his man and puts him down. And we get a whistle as players come together. With 7:59 left in this tie game in the second period.
Ladislav Cone, if I'm not mistaken, I think a player on LA got toppled over, and it might have been his skate blade that actually nicked him. And it looked quite scary, the near boards. See, Cone is here. Hard to tell on that. There we go, right there. It was a skate blade. The second part of that right here, ooh, just comes up here. Skate blade up high, above the boards, near the glass, and Cone kind of steps in. I think he was very, very lucky there. And he did, as you mentioned, he had the presence of mind. He looked around and looked like he was okay, and he didn't want to leave the ice prematurely because they were in the zone, and they'd be scrambling if he left that zone. Now we have a delayed penalty coming up. This is finally starting to pick up a little bit here. Yeah, again, these are two arch rivals that are separated by, an hour drive. And although they have dominated the series over the last couple of seasons, Anaheim, you would expect more intensity when the Kings and Mighty Ducks get together, and it's picking up.
Try 3 times to yank it. Danny.
And we'll get the official word on the penalty call.
Obstruction, holding the stick.
Ward is going to go off. Power play for the Los Angeles Kings. Second power play of the game for the LA Kings. So the penalty killing for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks will be tested here. The face-off will be to the right of Guy Hebert. So for Andy Murray's hockey club, Joseph Stumple's taken the face-off, and it's imperative. You want to keep the puck in the offensive zone, so he's got to win this face-off.
12:08, the time of the penalty. And off the draw, Anaheim gets to it. Hallett swings it around, and Rob Blake unable to keep it inside the zone. Here's Kariya racing down the wing, lets it go, and that time he got it on goal. And Tressé, standing tall in his crease, made the stop. Here's Murray with speed through the center ice zone. Ruslan Saleh got underneath him, lost his helmet, but made a good play.
Even while shorthanded, LA's got to be fully aware of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, and they'll try that little flip play and almost like a quarterback feeding the wide receiver and maybe catching them off guard with Kariya just flying down the wing.
Panger, it's not just against Anaheim. Only Chicago and Atlanta have allowed more short-handed goals than the LA Kings. They've had some problems in that department. Back behind the net, especially with Anaheim with that speed. Here's Matt Cullen, had a chance. Turn around. Oh, Robitaille! And Hebert got the glove out, and Robitaille slams the stick on the net in frustration.
And one of the few chances that Lucky Luke has had in this hockey game, and a good save by Guy Hebert. The best sequence for Guy Hebert in this hockey game, and he's looking to get on a bit of a roll here, only facing 3 shots, giving up 1. Luc Robitaille's talking to Guy Hebert, and it might be about the contact and the stick work right around the crease area. But the setup here, let's stop it here, guys. Stop it here. This is the player to watch because he's getting out here into the slot looking for the one-timer. Watch him get in position. Little turnaround play, and he just missed on the far side. That's a quality scoring chance there, and Gary Galley was able to keep it in on the left side, and then lucky Luke Robitaille got the chance to the left of D.A. Bear.
We told you, Bear has flanked Robitaille 17 consecutive games. That is unbelievable for a 500-goal scorer like Lucky Luke. And it's shut down the length of the ice. Fisset is back for it. They'll look to continue on the power play. Has another 45 seconds left on it.
Enough time to get it into the zone, set it up, and get at least one good quality scoring chance.
Modry, far side, trying to get it through to Craig Johnson. Centering feed. Has Smolinski. Great play by Smolinski to put it in front of the net, but the Ducks had good position. They were there.
That was the four Ducks just swarming him. I mean, four of them right there, 3 feet from the crease.
Headman pass for Johnson now. Backhand shot, and Kamenowski got a piece of it to pop it over the net. Vishnevsky is on it. And he's able to make the clear. 15 left in the man advantage. They push it up to Blake. Here's Rob Blake, second in the NHL in shots on goal. Might get one here. Oh, and he did. What a play by the forward, Steve Ruchin. And here is Ruchin now, trying to make an offensive play, a transition game. And that shot goes wide of the net. And Ruchin afterwards checks his lumber, his twig. Here's a chance. Ruchin breaking in. That shot is blocked by Rob Blake, who goes down. So Ruchin and Blake get together in both ends. Here's Correa. Spin move. Shot stopped by Fisset. Rebound is loose. Another chance, Correa. Oh, stop. Rebound stopped again. Oh, save of the game by Fisset. What an outstanding scramble in front of the Kings net. And that was the save of the game, and he's had many great saves.
Oh, wonderful. Great round of applause, too, from the home crowd. The 19th shot on goalie's face.
Shots are 19-3 in favor of Anaheim, but it's 1-1 thanks solely to Stephane Fisset. Another chance. Cullen trying to come out from behind the net. Can't do it. Wrapped around the far side. And it's pushed out by Brad Chartrand. Chartrand was called up when Ziggy Palffy went down, trying to make a mark for himself, and that when Ziggy does come back, he might still be able to stay in the lineup. We get a whistle for the icing. We've had outstanding action here in the middle point of this second period. Stephane Fisset has been the man. What a stop, getting some help from his defense.
Well done, Demetrius. You have passed the test of fire and the test of great strength. Now, the final test. You must eat a Wendy's Classic Triple with cheese, biggie fries, and a drink. Only the most heroic can finish such a large meal. Nikos, I cannot. It is too big.
By Zeus, what model can make such a feast?
A great man. His name is Dave Thomas. Man? No. He must be a god. Wendy's Classic Triple. As close to bliss as a mortal can get.
The ability to have hands-on brewmasters working with the finest ingredients.
In the barley fields and in the hop fields, everyone has a genuine passion and commitment to upholding the highest standards.
Quality, freshness, attention to detail. Blend those things and you have what Budweiser is all about.
Whoa, what's up? Oh, see, that's a miss. It's lame. Sports drinks, colas, like that's working up there? But you get something good. You know why you don't have game? Because you don't got milk. That's why. Vitamin D. You want the D, you need me. Oh, right there. Basket's that way, Chief. Yeah.
Want game? Milk has 9 essential nutrients for active bodies.
You know what? When you guys are done denying, your beverage problem, give me a call. I'll be in the fridge. Come on, Shake.
Tremendous pressure by the Anaheim Mighty Ducks in a 5-on-5 even strength situation. Paul Correa with a quick pull-up move goes off the skate of Ruchin. Good save by Fisset. None better, though, than this one coming up right here with the right pad. And then he gets some help. His stick was there, though, but Brian Smolinski wearing 21 in the dark uni. He also got his foot, the toe of his skate on that one, too. And I'm thinking that even if he didn't get it, that the big shaft of the stick of Fisset would have stopped it as well. Great sequence by Anaheim, and it is replied by the goaltending of Stephane Fisset.
Face off to the right of Guy Hebert. And Ellie can't get the shot on goal, and Anaheim comes out. They're 1-on-3. Let's see what we're going to do. Kip Miller pushes it far of the net. Ian LaPerriere will spin it around. Now look to move ahead to center. Pass a bit too far for Sean O'Donnell. And Kevin Haller is on it up ahead for Donato. Pass broken up. McKenna for Los Angeles to shoot in. Donato will swing it around for Haller off his stick. LaPerriere will reverse the flow. Here's Olofsson now. Shoots it around and all the way out. It'll be on goal, so there will be no icing.
I would be a little concerned if I'm Anaheim right now. I'm concerned with the fact that I've had 19 shots and only scored 1.
Here's Murray now, rips it on Hebert, and he's fortunate there was no rebound because Craig Johnson was waiting for it. Downstairs to Razor.
Steve, Darren, one thing that the Kings have whispered about when you ask them why the dominance, why have they suffered so many losses and ties and no victories against the Ducks, and they'll point out each end of the rink, the goaltending. Hebert has been fantastic. He was one of the 3 stars in virtually every game they played against the Kings last year, has continued that on again this season. But you watch this game so far today, and Stéphane Fiset has been the man, and really the Kings are getting the kind of goaltending they need if they want to get rid of these Ducks.
You got that right. Goaltending is your equalizer, and you look at the numbers of Guy Hebert, Darryl, too. 7-0-2 in his last 9 against L.A. Save percentage of only 95%. He stopped 95% of the shots coming his way. You're going to win a whole lot of games that way.
Made another stop there, and he's got to make one there! Up a quick shot. Man, for as much as it was all Anaheim early, it's all L.A. now. With 3:45 left here in the second. Centering feed, and they're unable to tee up the shot. Johnson couldn't let it go. Murray is banged hard into the glass. And again, the Ducks look to reverse it. Here's Correa with Rob Blake right on in. And the Kings captain punishes the Ducks captain. Off the glass, still inside the zone. And finally, it's free to center. There's Blake on it now. And the shot to the corner. Catches nothing but glass. Here's Stumper. Tried to set up Robitaille. Could not connect. And it's back out at center. Modry sends it across. And they play catch from blue line to blue line now.
I like that scoring chance by L.A., Steve. And when they're getting chances, they're in the high slot. And twice now in this period, we've seen Murray having good, hard snapshots from the high slot. And he bears an equal to the task on that last one. The first one, you remember that Murray had missed the net on the stick side.
Cohen pushes in. Modry is there for Los Angeles. Right back out. Here's Robitaille. Quick little feed for Smolinski. 3-on-2 as they hit the line. Smolinski rips one. And he ripped it so hard that Hebert got the glove on, but couldn't keep it in the glove. Cohen tried to clear. Bad effort there to get it out. Marty McKinnis has plenty of time and space, and he'll do the job. Here's Jorgen Janssen now. Off of Smolinski's stick. McKinnis on him to play the body at center now. Puck is bouncing, and Soleil had to make sure he had possession. Banged it out. Janssen in there. Try to push it ahead to Donato now. He'll backhand softly inside the zone. Fiset will swing it around. Up the board for Chartrand. And Kevin Haller will go back to his own zone to jump on.
Follow up what you said. L.A. had first chance 24.5 minutes into the game. And now the last 5 minutes, they've had 6 scoring chances.
Here's Cullen now. Matt Cullen towards the front of the net. Broken up by O'Donnell. Galley. A couple of Ducks just slide right by him. That allows Galley to carry the puck. Out ahead, Bob Corkum shoots in. Hebert relief for his defense. The Kings go for some changes. Olofsson, a lane opens up nicely for him. Back the other way. Here's Cullen carrying with speed around Galley. Oh, and Cullen is rubbed out by Buchberger, who set him up nicely.
Buchberger's been one of the best forwards for the Los Angeles Kings in this game. Has the goal, and he's had a number of pretty good hits as well.
He's the perfect third-line playoff-type player. What team in the league wouldn't want to have a Kelly Buchberger?
Yeah, you betcha.
Here's Stumble. Off the turnover now. Trying to go Solani backdoor. Couldn't tee it up. That dangerous line on the ice for Anaheim. This line much more quiet here in the second than they were in the first as players get together. O'Donnell is involved with Solani, and that is a mismatch. And Solani gets a glove back in the face of O'Donnell now. Kuchin comes over to try to help out. Coming up, the Dodge intermission report. Highlights of that Wings Blues showdown. Lots of alphabet soup with JV's ABC's online, and the Pens just hanging on as they took on their Keystone State rivals, the Flyers. That's all coming up on our Dodge Intermission Report.
To follow up something that Darryl Ray was talking about with the goaltending and how important the goaltending is. And for Stéphane Bissé and for Jamie Storr, there's been some times this year where the goaltending has been a little inconsistent. Well, in this hockey game, Stéphane Bissé, as we have seen, some pretty good saves here in this hockey game, boy. Real good saves. Donato there with that one-timer, getting down low into the crouch.
Off the face-off, and they nearly had Correa. The pass just got by him off the draw. Nordstrom had enough, but not. If the puck was on his stick, it would have been in the net. Stumple is back for it. Tverdovsky pins him inside the Anaheim zone. We're tied at 1, final half minute of period number 2. And here is Solani. Neil Solani gives to Correa. Those two trying to work some of their magic. The 8th and 9th leading scorers of the NHL respectively. Correa 8, Solani 9. Murray on the far side. Solani comes over trying to pin it along the wall. 10 seconds left. Referee urging him to play it right to Nordstrom. It is blocked. Will go to the corner. 1 second left, centering feed, and Nordstrom couldn't get it off. Horns out, Kelly Buchberger, the only goal of the period. We're tied at 1, sets up what should be a thrilling third. The Dodge Intermission Report is coming up after this message. And a word from our ABC station.
Folks, I know we've been playing football on Mondays for over 25 years. But our friend Gus Willie here has a problem. He bowls Monday nights.
I bowled once.
Yeah. So this year, we're going to do things just a little differently.
Wouldn't it be great if everyone tried to make your life easier?
Catch all the action on Thursday morning football.
We do. 5-Star. An easier way to sell and service cars and trucks. It's better. We'll prove it.
For shiny wheels that keep you looking. Yeah. A to Z wheel cleaner. From E to 1.
Uniroyal tires with nail guard seal most tread punctures. Instantly. Permanently. And repeatedly. Nail guard tires. Only from Uniroyal.
The future of hockey is here, so check it out. Next Sunday, it's Red Wings Avalanche, Coyote Stars, or Kings Mighty Ducks. The NHL on ABC.
Where's the key to a free Marlette by Schultz home? All it takes is a phone call, and the winning gold key could be in your mailbox. Just call for your key, and you can win one of the quality homes Marlette by Schultz has been crafting for discriminating home buyers since 1934. You can enjoy all the modern features of this country-style kitchen as your family delights in the gracious charm of this roomy home. You can share precious moments in the family room, or enjoy a private moment in a glamorous bathroom big enough for two. For this quality and lifestyle, call Marlette by Schultz now, toll-free at 1-877-WIN-KEY-2, and we'll send you a gold key that could unlock your dream home. Then take your key to a Marlette by Schultz retailer, and you could win a free Marlette by Schultz home. So call 1-877-WIN-KEY-2 today. Everyone will go home with a free gift and receive valuable discounts. But you could be the one who wins a free Marlette by Schultz home. Hurry, offer ends May 6th, so call now, 1-877-WIN-KEY-2 for your gold key and win the home of your dreams.
This is the Dodge Intermission Report. Here now, John Saunders and John Davidson.
The bulk of the play still belonged to Anaheim, but LA making some adjustments, they tie it up.
Well, I think they started to get the puck deep a little bit, like Andy Murray talked about, and developed a little bit of offense off the forecheck. 3 things to watch for in the third period, I think. Solani and Korea will play a lot. They had 5 days off before this game, so I think they'll play at least half of the third period. 2, can Blake and Nordstrom, the defense pair against that offensive line for Anaheim, can they handle the ice time in the third? That'll be a question. And maybe a sneaky little point here is Tverdovsky's an offensive defenseman for Anaheim. He's number 10. He's on the ice with Korea and Solani a lot. I think he'll jump into the play and maybe get offensive.
Important for the Kings. They're trying to avoid playing the number 1 seed, which is a possibility. They could drop down that far. And earlier today, the Wings and the Blues playing for perhaps home ice advantage throughout the playoffs. Right now it belongs to St. Louis, but Detroit is not out of there. Great game here. Fedorov in as Turk beat, but hits the post. And then great save here by Chris Osgood, who is completely on top of his game. And this one would go scoreless to overtime. Marty Lapointe comes in, lets it fly, goes off a stick, redirected, just catches the post for Turek, his 7th shutout that leads the league.
Who says scoreless games are boring? This was a great hockey game. I thought Fedorov and Detroit was the best team in the first half of the game, and then Osgood had to be the best player in the second half because the Blues got it going. And I think maybe it should have been 0-0. It was that tight all the way through. A great game.
So St. Louis still remains 3 points in front of the Red Wings. Penguins and the Flyers. The Flyers are chasing down New Jersey just 4 back. John LeClaire comes around, holds off his man, and just wraps it in, and it's a 3-1 game. Then it is 3-2. Jaromir Jagr will hit the crossbar there, and the final seconds were amazing.
10 seconds to go. Puck to the corner, and it's thrown back along by Terrian. Kept alive back at the point by Larkin, and struck a shot. Scored in front. Oh, and it popped to the corner, and the horn will sound, and the shot went just wide.
Philadelphia picks up the 2 points. They're just 2 back from New Jersey.
Flyers found a way to win this thing, and Pittsburgh now finishes up with 1 more home game and then their last 3 on the road. Jagr played with a big heart today, John, because he's not healthy. That leg's bothering him, the back's bothering him, but they got to get him in shape down the stretch.
All right, Penguins right now sitting in the 7th spot. Boston was eliminated with the tie with the New York Rangers today. It'll be the first time that Pat Burns will miss the playoffs as a coach.
And John Tortorella ran the Rangers bench for the first time today. They scored late, 1.5 minutes to go. The York goal to tie this thing at 2.
Buffalo and Montreal, just a huge game. 1 point separating them. Montreal in the 9th slot right now. Buffalo just behind them. Carolina in number 8. Mike Pekka coming back from the suspension. Finds the open net right there, and it's a 1-0 lead for Buffalo.
Now, Buffalo's got a tough schedule, but they do have Pekka back. He scores. He is, without a doubt, their leader. Yes, Doug Gilmour's there to help them at center ice, but Pekka makes them go.
The standings look like this. The Penguins in the 7th slot. The Hurricanes are ahead of Montreal by virtue of the number of victories.
You know, Montreal, Hackett, the goaltender, has just been so good. He's carrying this team. They've got a multitude of injuries. Their best defenseman, Brisebois, the doctor sent hello with a needle before the games. He's so beat up, yet he's playing.
Meanwhile, it is the playoffs right now without question. The Maple Leafs also, and the Capitals chasing down the top spot in New Jersey. New Jersey's allowed everyone back in this.
Cujo with a big save on a penalty shot. He's 7-2 lifetime on penalty shots now. And there you see a big goal by Buchberger. He ties this one up at 1.
Why don't you change your oil every 3,000 miles? And remember, women know when you lie. Look, missing an oil change is like giving a woman a vacuum cleaner for her birthday. You know better. Come on, consider the risk. This is reformulated Quaker State. Protection beyond 3,000 miles under any driving conditions. Can you say insurance? Because I could say I told you so. Reformulated Quaker State. It's been tested. It works. What more do you need to know?
Fireman, the mayor of my town. The dude's hanging off with a paper truck. Mr. Chang, down at the local deli, sells me morning coffee, wishes me good luck. This is for the people in my neighborhood. They help me through the day and make me feel good. this bus for you. And you, and you, and you, this bus for you.
Superstitious? It's a little bit strong. I mean, I do whatever I have to do to help out the team. Let's say you got a tie game, full count. Nobody's on. If I can eat a whole hot dog before the runner gets to first base, then he's coming home. In case of high-scoring games, Rolaids.
Rolaids starts to neutralize acid in less than 10 seconds, getting you back on your game fast.
Nachos, of course, are the key to a great double play.
Rolaids, R-O-L-A-I-D-S, spells relief.
You know that grand slam last week?
Wednesday's now the sexiest night of the week, because Pete discovers he has the gift to make any woman beautiful.
Would you help me?
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to work with this? And there's nothing sexier than a little dinner, dancing, and dessert. Then came you after a new Two Guys and a Girl. See you Wednesday on ABC.
Having trouble getting along with your kids? Maybe it's because they're forced to deal with stuff like drugs, relationships, and peer pressure every day. What can you do? Call the Boys Town National Hotline. They'll send you this free booklet filled with tips on being a good parent. 1-800-448-3000. Go ahead, make the call.
This is the Dodge Intermission Report, the NHL on ABC. We are tied at one apiece, LA and Anaheim. Now, over the past week at NHL.com and ABCSports.com, you had a chance to send questions to my partner, JD, here, and it's time to answer them. We'll begin with the LA Kings, and it's a ABCs of hockey, but the big question is about when is Ziggy Palffy coming back?
Well, we heard Darren Pang talk about it during the game, and Palffy is said to be at 85% now with the shoulder. You know, the thing with Los Angeles, with Palffy out and Nelson Emerson out due to injury, they don't have scoring on the right side. The right wing position is really bare. So they need Ziggy Palffy to get back into the lineup. My feeling is that he'll be back once the playoffs start. They want to make sure the shoulder's 100%, because if it's not and you get hit, you're going to be gone for a long period of time, and that'll hurt the Kings' chances.
Our other team tonight have two of the most explosive players in the game, so the question comes, why, with Correa and Solani, do the Ducks, why are they fighting to get into the playoffs?
Oh, I think Correa's had a pretty good season, John, but Solani has not had his regular scoring season. Now, if you think of the Ducks last season, they had a great power play right at the top of the league. They're now ranked 14th, which is the middle of the pack. However, for the majority of this season, they were in the bottom three with their power play. They need a power play because that's how good Correa and Solani can be on the ice, with Ruchin and Tverdovsky at the back blue line, adding offense. The power play let them down for the majority of the season. That's why they're in the battle for the playoffs.
That question came from El Segundo, and I tell you that for no other reason, but I wanted to say El Segundo. We continue with the NHL on ABC. We got a great third period coming up, tied at one apiece. The playoffs, a huge factor.
Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Out and out refreshment.
I spilt my beer, my gal, my dear. She left and ran away. I need some help to get me through my day. But I got my dog, we'll have our fun. We don't need love from anyone. I need some help to get me through my day.
Tender and satisfying pemmican beef jerky.
Pack your pemmican and you'll survive the day.
I love strawberries.
I love you.
Mozzarella, luscious toppings, a fresh baked crust. You invited a pizza delivery guy here? What kind of girl do you think I am?
But it's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
For fresh baked pizza at home, it's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
I'll call you.
Okay, man, let me see what you got.
All day, so.
In your dreams, phone boy.
No,
that was lucky, man.
Are you familiar with the phrase, all day?
You got to be kidding me.
All day, all night.
All right.
That's right.
All day, my friend. All day, every day. The AT&T One Rate 7-cent plan.
I'll get you tomorrow.
So it's all day, every day. Call 1-800-4-1-RATE to enroll.
What about the ABC Sunday
3 marriages, 3 dead husbands.
on an all-new Practice.
I'm not calling you the Black Widow because you like bugs.
A case tangled in a web of murder.
We were making love. I didn't kill him.
Well, that's how it looks.
A client who may not be who she seems.
I know when a man's attracted to me. Sorry?
And a trial that will leave you stunned.
He laced the wine and killed him.
Objection. We're missing something. Are we?
No.
An all-new Practice. ABC Sunday, 10/9 Central. The future of hockey is here, so check it out. Next Sunday, it's Red Wings Avalanche, Coyote Stars, or Kings Mighty Ducks. The NHL on ABC.
The NHL on ABC back in Los Angeles. 2 periods complete in Anaheim and LA. We're all tied at 1.